Just checking my recording was actually working. Right, hello and welcome. Yeah, I've got to start remembering to say hello at the end of the session and not at the beginning, so please bear with me on this. And also, I would really, really like your opinion on whether or not this is a good idea. It's just a couple of minutes of us summing up what we actually did in the session. So I don't want it to be too much of a spoiler. So if you can see a way that I can do this without it being too much of a spoiler, we actually put this down. Our noodle soup is working, which means we did get some eggs from our hatchery and, well, they're from the chickens, and we brought them across and they're put in here. So that's now working. Another business. We took some eggs to market. We took the last of the mushrooms that were outside that have been wanting to be done for a long time. And we took the 3 canned peas that have been sitting outside here forever. I'm going to block this off the same as the other ones because I do intend on not this kind of thing, not actually doing like this. I do like what I've done. I think the idea is fairly sound. I do deliberately want to block that up because I know giants want us to do everything as pallets. But do you know, the ability to sell from your production is one of the bestest things ever, and it really does keep your let's plays flowing nicely and you don't need to do it. So I'm rebelling a little. So yeah, I'm gonna like top that up when we've taken all of the noodle soups, which is now going to more are going to appear because I've scattered. So yeah, we'll do that. So we did that. The chickens have grown. I've got a lot more chickens. I mean, literally nearly filled the enclosure, which is a 250. I think I mentioned that before. We completely finished our field work off. We had a bit of fertilizing to do. On all of our fields, this one, and this one needed a bit of fertilizing. They are now completely fertilized. That was done in this session. And we bought some extra things. What did we buy? Because we'd already bought... What did we actually buy that we got into debt for? Oh, that is right. We had bought for the first time... I don't think I bought the Kubota before. We bought this and we've got into a bit of debt for it. The Dalbo as well. I love this 8-meter cultivator. It is a real beaut. I suppose we could just about afford... And we'd already bought the windrow, and there's another windrow, a bigger one, on sale this very morning. That's a point, actually. Actually, is it, or are you thinking of yesterday? No, I'm thinking these are worth something. Now, we haven't done anything with it, but it might be worthless now. As in, like, yeah, we do make profit from doing this. So do we do a bit of ducking and diving and sell this? Is it still worth anything, or does it devalue if you do this? That is what I'm wondering. Let's have a look, because if it is, we could part exit and go for the biggie, because you'd be silly to not 9,000. I don't know. I think it's no. I think we'll let's repair it though while we're here. Fantastic. So yes, we have got this and the beautiful Dalbo. So yeah, this is it. I want to always keep these brief, but yeah, I would love to hear from you whether you think this is a good idea or whether it's too much of a spoiler. I just think it's a nice way to recap what we actually achieved in the session. Don't always remember some of the little details, and some of those I think are quite... That's the trouble with entertainment. There's sometimes little tiny quips that you make and little funny jokes and little weird things like the telehandler dancing in the thing that look remarkably silly, and a bit of a laugh, light-hearted humour in the session that you can't really recap. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Hello and welcome. Right, we are starting down at the shop. As you can plainly say, it's weird when you give a verbal commentary on things. You stating the obvious, and it sounds so patronising. And yeah, that's not what you're really trying to say. You're trying to just paint a picture of exactly where you are. But it really is. I'm not trying to patronise anybody at all. It really is just my way of saying this is where we are. I thought it was about time we came to grab some of our prizes, and some of these have been really fantastic prices. This is about 20 odd grand for a... Yeah, that is just amazing. Oh, my life. Yeah, that's repay you before you get silly. Although it's silly anyway, no matter what. Let's just scrunch now. We can't. No, we've got nothing else, have we? Yeah, stone picker will have to come back for that. We have got a bit of fertiliser down here. What is that, lime? A thing of lime and a thing of fertiliser. Right, okay, that's something to remember. This is the little elbow, but it doesn't really matter. It's still 5.5 metres. It's still 5.5 metres. It's a cracker. It just takes a bit longer to get around the fields. Yeah, there's one other Let's Plays where I said no to this because I was hoping that the 9.5 metre would drop, and it never has. And I'm like, the lessons learned. You know, like, you can't always, like, wait for... Oh, that doesn't need any repairing. Must have done that up at the... Now, this will show how poor this turn circle is in comparison to the other one. That was as slow as I can get, so... The masses are amazing, though, for, like, steering, so still not terrible. So we've just got the windrow down, which at present we don't really terribly need. I mean, we are going to get to the point soon where we do need to go, like, I think the peas, I mean, we've literally done, let me just send this going, and then I'll pop up to the, I'm not sure, I think only one of these can actually go at any one time on the roads. I think the other cancels the other one out. Let's just have a look. Let's jump in as well, because... yeah, wrong one, but you will do. Yeah, I think if I get this ready and I send this, I'm sure it doesn't, but let's see, because every time I make a statement like that, it like calls me a liar and it just does it, so it's just typical. So let's just see what it could have been. The game was feeling particularly poor on the day that I tried it. Let's just choose a slightly different place. Yeah, okay, I did think so. It does, like, we'll take it manually. We're going to go the other way, yeah, even though there's not much in it. If it was a more direct over there, it would be fantastic, but yeah, I thought about how we are, of course, going to need some more shed space. I mean, this is going to have to go on that. Obviously, the house design has given us a big slab of concrete, and that's the only other sort of shed room we've got. If we're going to have animals, which I do intend on doing on almost every lesson. I think we're going to go... goats though, milk of goats. I do, because we've done, like, I haven't done pigs yet, and yeah, I mean, I need to. I would say that I'd like to feed them myself, like I did on horse aggravation, if with pigs. It's this will show just how 210 horses it's slowing down already. Yeah, it's a bit of a hilly map, not as bad as Rizu Forest though. No, that is a hilly map. We got 300 plus horsepower tractors, and we did have we had two 100 horsepower tractors, and I've got rid of the Massey because it was worth the more. It was the most capable of the two Littlies, but the Littlies are struggling, so I thought, well, at least it's worth quite a bit of cash. We could actually cash it in whilst it's worth something, and then save up for a bigger one when we can afford it, or after we've, like, sold a big amount of produce or whatever, or in the distance, because we can manage. We've got two 300-ish horsepower. I think one's 247. It's one of the Deutzes. Am I going the right? Yes, I'm going the right way. And the other one is a beautiful, the Big Blue, one of the New Hollands. I do like my little bit of road I added here. It's not bad. Right, it's not. Yeah. So this, apart from, like, knocking into the post, I knew I was going to do that. I oversteered because of the car. Right, so then we need to be indicating left in case anybody else tries that wise thing of, like, yeah, watch the fields. Although, I mean, I know you can't see, I mean, we can see the weeds, but you cannot see the little, so really we want to be going tight on here. And it is a bit long, really, for this area, but hey-ho, it's what we've got. Gonna have to pull wide. It can sort of go back and over that bit there, right up to that there. That when you hit the wall, then you've reached the end of the where you need to go to. The Botcombe, that needs, like, oh, it has already. It has. I say the other tractor's here already. Let's just move that out of the way a bit for the dragon. We do want to get a Schnuffle stuck, although we have got this on this Let's Play, so really the dragons And the other thing is you can change the dragon to an 8-tonner. So, and I suppose that was my point. It's not a bad little, thing really, as it is. If it's got like another, like the little one of my trailers or something in the back. Now that it can do because it's got multiple types of, yeah, it has, the dragon can actually manage that, and that is a fairly decent load it can carry then. But most of the time we take it and the Bachmann down to the, we don't really need that, we've done everything I think. I think all we need to do is check. Yeah, everything's growing, everything. And yeah, we can't afford a field, can we? But we bought a shed load of stuff like what we've just brought back, really. And then we've got the beautiful 8.5 meter. Yeah, I think it is. But the windrower, whatever we look at, whatever way you sort of think of it. So what about? We did all the leads liming. That's nothing going. We did all the weeding that we had to do. Fertilized. We had a bit of a weirdness on this and that field. I've no idea why the fertilization didn't work, because we had it on our little things and it's not taken. Just did one and then it didn't do it. That's got to be the game's fault, that particular thing. We've got stones everywhere, which we can't worry about this year. Needs rolling. Oh, okay. Doesn't need roll. Either that or it's taking a shed load of time to actually switch on, which that wouldn't surprise me either. But so we've done everything. Really, all we need to do is go to how are the animals, but they were fine. We checked. So yeah, 40, 160, and one of them they were close to a couple of months off. They're nearly out of puberty, and then they've got 2 or 3 months. They're 50% through, and they're like just little baby chickens. So but the food is to capacity. We did that last thing, so that's all done. Let's stick this away because you've finished. We have done all of our seeding and sowing for this year. We don't need to do any more. Where have we stuck that? We have stuck the bedner away. Yeah, I can see it. I do quite like that. Yeah, there's 2 things that stick in my mind as really, really amazing. And one's the SM that was the first modded planter. That's a bit of good kit. I'm never been a fan of those where you've got a coupling. They're a pain because you can lose the coupling or it gets lost in the grass, or so they're a bit of a nightmare. But a great bit of kit nonetheless. Yeah, we got it on New Frontier. Amazing. We leased it a couple of times, so it does make you wonder, is there a bit of a link like these with FS25? If you lease, it sort of gives a higher chance of you getting, or is it totally random? We have things going on now. I'm back on OBS. Yeah, it's the hooks are like doing weird things to the game. I didn't get that on Bandicam, but Bandicam does weird things with the file type that VLC Player does not recognise it. It sort of like skips, and in fact so does the other one that Windows Media Player that also plays video files. It doesn't particularly like it. It keeps missing bits out. And I thought that can't be right. It can't be right, because OBS it plays straight away all the time, and you've got no choice on the file type. So it's something Bandicam does that like VLC and Windows Media Player does not particularly like. It sort of does some of it and then misses bits, and I'm like, that's can't be good. So I'm back on OBS, and unfortunately I've got to put up with this until Giants fix the actual real problem in the game. So yeah, it is what it is. Right, I've also, I think it's supposed to come through, made changes on this. Yeah, I thought it was easier to do with an object than it was with anything else. Obviously, it's got this sort of weird bit of a problem. There's like, oh, you still can see the window though, can't you? I could stick another bale on top of that one. I thought I had done. It's like one of them sunk. Oh no, it's 2 bales high. Yeah, no, it's right. I think we need to go 3, and then you can not see like that. I'm trying to leave a route for the chickens to get out, but like, I mean, I suppose you don't go around there very often, but as soon as you get to that point, you can see that. I might see if I can do something about placing an object that you can not see through one side, because it's a bit weird, but I'm reasonably happy with this, apart from the grass doing its weird shaking, rattling, rolling. Right, now we did our test last session. I think I've said hello again. I've got to get... Yeah, the other things I'd really like your opinion on whether or not this is a good idea, whether it's too much of a spoiler. I've got to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of this. Spoilers. I mean, we get it on... I watch I'm a Celebrity every year with my wife. It's one of those things that... It's like one of those things we always do. And there's spoilers every day. We watch it usually a day behind. So, like, my missus is bound to know who's gone, like, from last night or before we even sit down and watch it. And sometimes you hear other people talk about it and you think, oh, Gordon Bennett. I mean, I still watch it, but it's real spoilers. And I'm thinking, what I'm doing a spoiler? This quick recap. So I'd like to hear what you say, because I'm all ears. I mean, I personally think it's sort of... Not some people just like bail handling and stuff like that, and they always will watch that particular type of session. So I just think it's a bit of a 4 minutes, usually 3 or 4 minutes, where I'm telling you what we did roughly in the session and if there's anything of note. But there's always things of note. That's the thing, is when I watch the videos back, I'm usually entertained myself with like silly things that I say or silly things that you do, or like even the field work. I still watch it, but again, not everyone is like I am. So this needs an awful lot of leveling. It's awfully bad. But anyway, enough of the shenanigans. Let's stick our... Oh, it always takes such a long time to pop that first time. Yeah, you press it and like 7 seconds later it actually does it. So we decided on my... I don't think there's a difference as well. I think they're both a similar model. Yeah. We don't need the bakery. We're only doing the grain mill. I'm not sure if there's any difference at all. Let's try... I think the second one is the one that's... Well, we can actually... Yeah, I mean, it's not really a problem. You will note that obviously there is nothing here. Do we need the back? Giants actually show you everything you need. I also, although the chevrons show a small area, actually I've increased the dump zone on this, on all of them actually, because it drove me crazy. I thought, right, that's it. This is war. We are going to make these bigger. Is that the chevrons? Are they right for... Let's just have a quick look as well, because I don't want to get caught out by one of them is more powerful than the other, and I'd like put the weak one in. So 480, 432. No, this is souped up. Yeah, because I remember it was 200 and something. Yeah, we had all my life. Yeah, that's well souped up. I think I've doubled everything. Yeah, that's a bit of a beast. I should like rename this one. I don't know which one I'm renaming. That's trouble. I did start to get better in like later sort of things. I started to say enhanced, so that I knew that this was the enhanced model and that the old model is just like a tweaked one, but like nothing special. So then, this is our grain mill. So I believe we probably need to stick our oats and that inside. So we'll grab the most powerful tractor we have at present. Oh no, actually it's not. I keep saying that and it's not. We upgraded the Challenger. No, what's the white? I think the Agco. I'm sure it is on this one. I think we upgraded that one. It's a 225. So actually, this is not the most powerful one we have, but it is nevertheless definitely good enough to do this. So let's grab the... What is it? Oats? Or we could, well, whatever we've got that's grain related, we can grab in. I like my thinking of a big trailer. I don't somehow think, though, that... did we have any sorghum one year and, like, we've left it in here? I don't think... We might have taken something out. Just see what else we have got. Oh, no, you can't, because it knows you're full. It's like... It's playing with you. It goes, you're already full. You can't have any more off me. Go away and empty, and then I'll show you what I've got. That's what it's saying. Right, okay. So then, yes, we will have a look then. We could have a look at the storage, as in, like, yeah. I thought I'd stumbled upon a hidden feature of the time-saving stock check, but I haven't really. So it should have a really quite a massive trigger now. I mean, relatively. I mean, I've not done it a monstrous. It should come past a bit further this way, though, if I remember rightly. But the tightness of these triggers is just something else. Right, so we do need to get oats going. No, 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 we want it working. We just want to change the output mode to activated. You should be active. Why are you inactive? Oh, no. It's got a say deactivate, which means, yeah, so it is active. Fantastic. So that should produce quite a bit. And I've given a bit of love back to the oats because Giants hated it and loved the rice. So I've like thought, no, 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 we're not having that. Oats, if they were like growy in FS22, if they were like the best flour, they are still going to be a decent flour. So I'm not having that. They're back to where they should be. The oats are a little bit special. They grow a little, like an extra third. Yeah, because one of these is super. This one, 9 for 15. I mean, that's like half again almost. So the oats are a little growy, but not like. It's actually, I think they're the same. Yeah, if I put the oats back where they should be, at the top with the rice flour, where they used to be in FS22. So yeah, I thought, oh, I've got show storages, but it only shows that. So I'm not really sure what that is an aid of, because really we need to see, have we got anything in storage? No, we haven't. So that's answered. It's just the oats is all we've got, and we've got all of our fields this year, all of them as peas. Do we flick over quickly with the narrows on the little fence? With that set, I think we will. Let's finish. I like to know where I am. Where is the little fence? You see, it's somewhere over here. Oh, yes, it is. That is him there. And I did start his engine, but we do need to grab the Agco whites or something of the whites. Let's just start your engine whilst we're here. It would be silly not to. Yeah, it is. It's a white. Yeah, the one thing I'm going to say, the reses on the meshes. No, that's because it's sneaking between them. It goes sharp and then horrible. Again, this is the game glitch that I was on about. It really is. This needs a bit of refueling as well. Yeah, it is. It's I've noticed it on the Massey as well. The harvester on quite a few Let's Plays, and it is this problem that obviously we've got. We could make the entrance there, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, do like another one, and then it would not leave such a problem. Yeah, we are definitely out of space though for like things like this. I don't know where we're gonna stick this really. I suppose it can go to the back, straight to the back, but it's a good job we have got that the cedar outside really, where it has always been, but it's a little bit, I do prefer it to be undercover really, but yeah, I don't know what we can do. The bottom line is we're bursting out, we have run out of space. This does go right the way back though, so it's not terribly. Right, there's a space for a little one there, but yeah, it's not gonna. It is true. I hate packing things in where you go in front of it, because then you've got to like move that out to get something else. Now the Aseki, I suppose we could shift, because we're not using it. We're using standard things at the minute, and that, yeah, I did recover that quite easily. Typically, I knew it was going to be all right. Right, we want the fence. Let's talk and work at the same time. Where is he? Huh? I'm going to say, we left him over there. Why is he not shown on the map? Why is the vent not showing on the map? Oh, because I'm not far enough. Ah. It's all you. It usually is. It usually is me. I admit it. Frequently is. I usually like shout, oh, it's such and such. I mean, not always. I mean, I am genuinely, we really have got very big, massive issues with the game. That's without a shadow of a doubt. And obviously Giants should be back at work now, hopefully. They're fixing what, they have broken. Well, actually, what's never worked is probably a better way to put it. That is definitely true. So we'll stick the... now this one doesn't go very well in here. We seem to have taken space. We don't use the old spreader very often. I hate doing that though. I do. It's a massive no-no. What you have to do is drop it down and then sort of push it like that a little. It's a bit horrible really, but... and I suppose actually you could stick the row in the space in the middle. A sensible person might do that, because then you're not wasting any space at all. Yeah, it might do a bit of a weird thing. Oh, we've got to try this. It might be one of them silly things. Ooh, okay, well that wasn't really my fault. Maybe it was though. Maybe it has to. It's because someone else is right near it. It doesn't like. Yeah, now it's caused a problem. So that's not necessarily a good idea. Right now, then we need a platform, which is one of this day. I'd like to do, if DD Mod Passion, or I think it's DD Mod Passion who did this, or it's one of the biggies, I can't remember, I might be like sort of speaking badly. It's one of the big names who did this. Yeah, if he doesn't do the tank, I might have a go at doing that. I might. It's not very long lasting though. His handiwork's a bit shoddy. We got a bit of lost paint straight away. Wink, wink. I'm only kidding. I'm not really having a go. Right, so we need fertilizer, which is a stone throw away from this, and we have already got the fertilizer spreader, which I would imagine we left fertilizer in because it only spreads fertilizer. It's one of those. I'm not a massive fan of those really, but let's just lower that. Let's get all of this really. Oh wow, all of this little amount, right? Okay, well, did we? No, it's the white, which is right next to the fuel. I still haven't refueled. Let's just quickly do that because I know what I'm like. I'm inches away from the refueling point. Inches. I really do. I mean, you have to be pretty much touching it. I'm hoping that gets sort of fixed at some point because it is a bit. Yeah, it's a little bit. Fantastic. That's a brilliant place to be. Let's go grab that and then let's scoot over. Yeah, we don't really want those wheels down though, but we've got the... Yeah, because I think we could get away with it first growth stage, but I don't particularly want to. Yeah, I'm not a massive... Oh, okay, I was thinking we might get some on the platform, but these are little tiny stashes. That I believe is lime. No, that's the back. That is lime too, which we obviously used, and we have fully limed that field. It's amazing when you've got one message, you have to sort of leap of faith to see, because you have got the other one. Oh, are they down? Where is there? Oh, okay. Right, so then I believe it is the fields here, 32 I think is one of them. Yeah, and the other ones are those two there. Right, okay, I'll remember that now. Let's get stuck in. We have got narrows. We always leave narrows on this. This is one of those auxiliary support yeah, workers, definitely. So we always leave it like this on purpose. Right, it's a little bit wide, but to be honest, it takes 2 passes anyway, so you're not going to do much by like being really... I mean, of course you can knock your thing down, but it's almost fully done, so I don't feel that we've been too wasteful. And actually, I believe, isn't this the one where it's got like an outer band that is actually done blue already? But I'm not going to trust to that. It'll still do the animation even though it won't take it. Right, like that, and then stop for a second. Don't waste any, and then like that, and then move upwards, and there's always a bit of wastage. We're a little bit wider, but we could... No, it's not that one, it's that one. That's the one. There we are. And then what happens though is I'll alter it, and then like I'll not alter it back. Wow, it's yeah. This is what I'm saying. When you're going uphill, it's better to go downhill because you are putting twice as much fertilizer down based upon the fact that you're slowing down. It doesn't care. The game has just got that set rate, and we are, yeah, we're really probably best to do something like that. And then we can just do, there's a little splurge, and it is a little splurge just here. Like that. Right, fantastic. That's field one. I would say, actually, for this second field, that 42 metres is probably too much anyway. We're going to go straight over, because that way I risk it's a bit tight against the field. We're having a race against the car, and we're going to win. I always make this mistake of thinking this is our field, when actually ours is after this one. We do want that on, though. May need to like come back for this back end because I think this is a bit wider than the spread. But apart from that, I think actually again this is another one that's it has got bits of it done. Now that is a little bit too wide, but we are not going to be wasting it for very long. Right, fantastic. And there is our freshly planted beautiful tree. Now that's, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I did actually. I'd say actually that they were, again, not far off because it's 42 metres. It's a bit, it's not a fully wide field, is it really? If that makes any sense, because it doesn't even make any sense to me. What is a fully wide field, Mr. Smith? What do you mean by this? What I mean is it's not 42 metres wide. In places it may be, but like what I'm saying is you don't need a 42 metre spread on this most of the time. Yeah, I'd like to do some beehives, as in it's a set where like it's 2 or 3 of those lumped together, and I actually quite like the model. And again, this one's not down to, it's because it looks typically BI Industries, as in it's quite old. It's the meshes are a bit poor, but again, this could be the game. But I like the look. They look old and worn. Yeah, the meshes are very low grade, but that's all this flip-flopping from high grade to low grade. Although they're not changing at all. They're like low grade no matter what. And even the wood, the elements and the filaments, that you can't see the wood. It's really quite awful. But I like the look in so much as it looks old. So yeah, I don't know. Do I choose a poor mesh as my model? I don't want to be stealing anything from anybody else's work, though. I'm just wondering if I can design something in Blender. Sometimes it is yeah, I mean, maybe not, we'll see. Yeah, so that is completely done now. We even actually helped the farmer in 29 a bit, so we're now, apart from a little tiny bit which I missed, I don't know how I missed that, a tiny bit that I did on that one as well, but we're fully done now. I'd imagine, I think we're still in April. It won't let us flood the fields. We haven't, yeah, we're not, oh, that is a point. No, we need to tell this, I don't think you can't get in there, I remember. It's one of the early things I learned. There's no, like, we need to distribute, don't we? Because we are trying to go to the preserved food factory to do what we've been waiting to do, which is the noodle soup flour. So we want to stick that on, activate. It won't have anything just yet. We also need to go and grab some eggs. So let's go do that now, because that business should start to be active in the morning. So let's grab the telehandler. One of our key players. Well, they all are really, to be honest. I've got to give the medal to the... it is true, though. It is... OBS is definitely causing more of this, like... I didn't see any of that with Bandicam, so I've got to give Bandicam its due in that. It's just that this... sound was okay. I've twiddled with it because I thought, well, some of it is you don't know this software that well. You've only used it a few times. Why don't you just... Right, let's get rid of that one at the front. But actually, let's get the... yeah, but you can't do that normally. Let's grab the big one and then we'll stick the little one. In fact, let's stick the little one, the original one that no longer spawns there. And stick that on top of the big one. That's probably not a bad idea. Now, I don't know how we're going to get these eggs like normally. We could come down there, I suppose. We'll leave the other one to fully form. Well, that's weird, yeah, actually. Why did it start on a second pallet? It shouldn't have done, really. We could sort of make a back entrance. Yeah, we could sort of do something a little bit. I think that is... Yeah, what we could do is... Come down here, I'm thinking. It's quite a broad thing, really. I do agree, there's no way the other way now. Where do we stick this? I would imagine it'd be the same place as you stick everything else, which is down this far end. You know, this should be more generous now. But it's still roughly in the same place. I've just made it broader. We shall see. Well... Okay, well it is actually, no, it really is. It's quite tight, really against there. So that's the eggs in there. I think that is everything. Like, we should now see that the noodle soup is actually active. Yeah, it does. I don't think I've altered this because I don't think I ever thought I would do it. Or did I? No, they're all on 96. Yeah, they are. Now, we have got an enhanced one that's super duper, but nevertheless, we have not found this week. So I did tweak it originally because I'd made sure that we weren't losing what Giants did. I think theirs was 100 to 45, and I thought, no, we're only losing a quarter. That's just not. That's too bad. It really is. So let's put those spikes down. They do look a little bit dangerous. Right, so then, let's go through till our chargers are fed completely. We've checked this. We've spent 20 odd grand. What did I just... Oh, of course we have. We've just literally been looking at it. It's weird sometimes when you think, what did I do? What we put this down here, this big shiny thing, well, little shiny thing there. It's a bit of a beaut, the grey mill, because it's really petite. But even the Giants one is quite potent with an awful lot of storage. It's a little bit of a... It's a bit of a TARDIS, shall we say. Right, let's go through till... Now then, when are we... I think it's... Really, this is us going right the way through to harvest, which I think is August. Is it July? Or I think it's August. Now we're going to flood the fields, because I'm sure you're going to say flood today. So the first month, as again, I've only done this like once. The first month, you're all right. Do these show weeds? No, they're a little bit special, aren't they, for that? Fantastic. Let's go and have a look at the chickens. We can sort of jump on the this and just check that they're all happy. And then now I've got a rice field to play in, and there's no more. Yeah, this is now coming here. Oh wow, they're not off producing some eggs now, which is really good. 205 out of 250. So we did have some more births. 100%. Yeah, they've literally just given birth again. And they are halfway through reboot. So they're going to fill this enclosure next time. These are nearly out of puberty. They're not. And they're babies. Absolutely. So we really have nearly filled the enclosure. Food's gone down 300 knots? 1,000 litres for the day. Right, so, good tick up. Ooh, now that's a beaut that I really would like to grab. Oh, isn't that amazing? 30,000. We've already got the little one. But that one we're having, that is amazing. Oh, I didn't realise you could have a seeder unit on it. Oh, is it just grass? All my life. We'll say no, but we can't see what you're even doing. This is a real beaut. It is an 8 metre. I thought it was more than we will for 12,000. That is an absolute bargain of a lifetime. There are some deals that are just too good to be. Oh wow, it's really painful. That is one of the most common tractors I see in the sales. It's a really good thing, and yeah, again, it's typical. It's now turned up because it would be a good buy for the. Do we go out on a limit a little bit? Ooh, an electric car. I think we will. I think it'd be silly to say no to that, really, and I've not had it either. So finances, we need to borrow. We are going to need to borrow a little bit. 72. And we will indeed buy you. We don't want... So you're 180 horsepower. So you're almost at the top range that we've got. Oh, my life. I hope they can fix this, because this is tremendous. It's worse on Hutan Pantai. I don't get this on Frontier. Oh, it's got 120 kilogram additional weight. Front loader attacher we don't need. So we need to buy 3 points at the front. That should be 5 grand, I've no doubt. Yeah. Oh, okay, we're going to have to do it and probably lend a bit more. Although we have now got our... Yeah, we've like... Obviously, we've got these to fall back on as well, but we can't sell them the way that we do everything else. These have got to take to market. But how are we doing with our noodle soup? And when does noodle soup sell for? Another thing that sells in March. So that is quite amazing. Yeah, we must take those canned peas. They are actually worth a lot right now. To the farmer's market. Right, we're going to do it. We need cash badly. Let's just grab the dragon, because it really doesn't get much of an outing. So let's, like, get that done now. We'll ask the... Oh, one minute. Are we leasing that? Are we leasing the... No, it is our own. No, it is our own baler. No, that's fantastic. Right, let's grab this little lot off. And I'm going to try... I'm sure I altered the... let's just... Yeah, let's go here. Let's borrow the telehandler to sort of manhandle them off. And we need to grab those very things that we've just driven past. But I did want to try something. I mean, we've got the Botman, so there's no real worries that it can actually function quite well with the Botman. So we bought it. Let's just forget about it. On this Let's Play, it's actually covered. We do more use it as a flatbed than we do as anything else. So. Get underneath you. Okay. Was it worth it? 95 litres? I know, I hate these little straggler bits, because they're just really, there's nothing in them. Right, then let's grab that with the last one, and then we'll stick the peas on. Do we time lapse this? I think so, because I would say that the session's probably getting a little bit ungainly soon. I did really want us to get us through, but I think, to be honest, to earn a little bit of cash is not a bad thing. We could also take the eggs to market, I would say. how are we doing in the noodle soup though? We need to see, how are those eggs going down? Yeah, 500 litres. So I think not. We need them. Our own business has come first. Although I suppose that will tide us through till tomorrow, where we'll get another pallet of eggs that then we can put in. We don't go to market every day. So to me, I think it's more sensible to go to market today, right? I'm saying my words though, it is true, we've got a lot of loading to do. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Well, you have got to ask yourself the question, what do they sell at the farmer's market? Because it seems to be a bit of a front to me. There's absolutely nothing for sale here. Right. That's a little bit healthier. That's not a bad little learner, is it really? That was definitely well worth doing. And it is true with the eggs. I don't mean it nasty, but we've got enough to sort of almost tide us through the night. Yeah, that was some of the worst loading I think I've ever done in my life. I'm not normally not fantastic. I want to run a big bag handler. You get used to what you get used to. The quick. Well, I've switched because they don't half get you into trouble. You stick them in the ground, and then we saw. I mean, that poor telehandler really is terrible. This is a good steerer, but the way that they've nerfed steering, even this is awful. But I can tell the steering is really good on this. But it's still it's sort of like it. It's like playing an old arcade game where the steering was spot on, and then whatever they did, it is now like absolutely awful. It is like an old arcade where you've got to overcompensate to turn. It's like, which then makes you like, I mean, I'm not bad at steering, and I know I'm not, but this is terrible. It makes you look like you've got absolutely no skill at all with steering. It's that bad. I think we'll probably leave it here, to be honest. I would say this is going to be a fairly decent session. A very productive one, really. Yeah, I think I will. So I am going to call it. Next session, we're going to get all the way through to harvest. Our enclosure is going to be completely filled in, and if they're doing that amount of eggs now, we're going to be taking eggs to market, even with our business, quite frequently, which that's a nice place to be. That was very dangerous. Very dangerous. Right, so yeah, I'm going to literally I think is there anything? No, we've not harvested anything. We've done all of the field work that we need to do. We flooded the fields, and they're still flooding. I can see them flooding from here. We've got a new business here, which is definitely working well, because we've got noodle soup scattered all over the place, thanks to the telehandler having a dance inside the... yeah, that's a bit bad. So this is what I meant about the graphics. Again, it could... Yeah, it's sort of... We can all see it vaguely resembles like noodle soup, like proper noodle soup, but you can see the writing's a bit, but it's... Got to be honest, it's little. You're not really supposed to look that close. It gives you the idea that it is what it is, and that's... I think that's good, really. Maybe, yeah, but again, the meshes are like, well, actually that's settled down, that's all right, that's not going like high to low, that's okay. So up to 13,382, we have bought a lot of stuff. That I'm going to do this for the, I'm going to put this as like the sum up of the end. So all I'm going to say now is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.